What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to go over my coffee regimen, and I'm just curious in the comments if you guys make your coffee this way, and I'm going to give you some honest reviews of some of the equipment that we use and the different types of coffee that we use. But my wife and I like our coffee dark roast. We like it very strong, and then we like to mix it with nice half and half, a little bit of flavor. This one was at Khalifa Farms birthday cake. I think we got that from Whole Foods. I can't remember. This classic cream, extra creamy. Oh, you know what? This was from Woodman's. Sorry. And then this whipped cream was from Woodman's. That's a local, large kind of superstore. Costco-like, but you don't need a membership. But they only like accept payment. I think they only accept like Discover and cash. And then we also shop at Costco, so we get our maple syrup there. Which I know this went down a couple bucks today. It's weird. It was like $14.79 last time we bought it, and today we just came from the store. It was $12. So I guess tariffs aren't as bad. So, anyways, this is how I like to make my coffee. We definitely this guy right here, the Mr. Coffee Cafe Barista, is an absolute beast. So we don't like run it through a filter. We drink it espresso style, and I like this glass here. I think I got that from Amazon, but it's a real Italian glass. And then I'm just doing this for show though. Usually we use like, Starbucks mug. And then I prefer the Krups grinder. So enough talking. Let's get making here. So show you what we do or what I do. So Dunkin' Midnight, you can only purchase usually from a grocery store or Dunkin' Donuts store, or Amazon or wherever you get your coffee, but it only comes in ground form. They, for whatever reason, they do not make a whole bean version of this coffee. So let me put that in here. So I want to show you. So if you were just to put this straight into a normal coffee filter, it would be fine. But if you are making espresso, these grains are too thick. So you'd want to grind them down to a powder and get it to the consistency of this. So that way when you're running pressure, it tastes a little bit better. So I like to put a little Dunkin' in there. And then show you the French roast here. So this French roast is purchased from Jewel. It's a local supermarket here in the Illinois area. They own Kroger's. I'm sure you can buy it from, the heck is that place called in Florida? Publix. You guys got Publix by you? And then, the Dunkin' I actually ordered from Amazon. It was $9. At Jewel, our local grocery store, it was like $13.99 on sale. And it's like, why do that when we were already buying this? This was actually cheaper at Jewel. This was $8.99. And then these guys here, you can only buy these at the Starbucks store. Which, if you guys are by a Starbucks, if you notice the bag's a little fancier. But these, I think, are $15. But they're a lot more fresh. So here's the beans on the French roast from the grocery store. So there are the beans there. Now we're going to open up the Starbucks purchase. And they didn't have French roast. That's what we normally get. So I had to get Italian roast. But they're dark. It doesn't get any darker. So a little theme here. Okay, so look at the beans from Starbucks. They are a lot more fresh. There's still the oil on it. And that might be why this one was on sale. Because, who knows how long those sit at a grocery store. So you do get a higher quality product if you buy it direct, like go into the store, because they're selling it every day. And with these type of products, you get this from Amazon. It should be pretty fresh. Getting this from your local grocer, sometimes they might not sell any until they go on sale. So anyways, so I pat it all down, and then I'm going to put in the Krups here. I'm going to have to pause it real quick. So you have to put the beans in with the grounds. And then this little Krups thing, when I first bought it like 8 years ago, it was like $10. This thing's probably 20 now. But you just push down on this. Okay. And then I want a fine powder. So we keep, what is this? Some Rubbermaid thing. I've had this Rubbermaid thing forever too. And we don't clean it because all we keep in here is coffee, but we clean it like once a month. But usually it's too busy making coffee with it. All right, I'm going to need my other hand for this. And then see, it kind of clears out. And then that is the ground coffee. So then you take your scooper here, and then you're going to put it inside here. Now again, I'm doing this one hand. Usually I'm a little better at it, less messy. Okay, and then you take your bottom part here. So this entire, this scooper slash stamper comes with this machine. And I don't know what a Mr. Coffee Cafe Barista costs nowadays, but I think it was like under $100. So to buy something for $100 and last 8 years so far, literally using it 2-3 times a day, I think these have actually gone up in price because they don't break. At least ours didn't break. Oh, very important too, before I go any further, is probably the reason why my Mr. Coffee thing has not broken is we don't pour sink water directly to make our coffee. So we use zero water filters. We use it to drink. We use it to feed our pets. We use it to make soups. And we got the glass carafe. That's what it looks like inside when you pour the water in. So when we had a full family here, 3 kids, and my wife and myself, I probably have to change the filter at least once a month. But now it's just my wife and myself, and our kids visit us. But probably change this now every about 45 to 60 days because we still have pets. So we won't give our pets sink water. But the nice thing is it gets rid of all the scaling, gets rid of all the taste. So you just have like really good water. And this is good to drink too. Like we prefer that over bottled water. So anyways, if you're using this, you basically don't want to just pour regular old tap water to make your coffee because you're going to clog up this machine. You're going to have to buy cleaners, do all this stuff. I've never cleaned this machine out besides just like giving it a thorough cleaning and then just running, loose water on it. But I've never had to put soap or anything through it. So anyways, you put the thing in there like this. And it kind of connects. So it's unlock, and then you turn it to lock, and then that's on there. And then I hit the espresso. So I hit it twice for a double cup. So this is a double shot. And it's strong, but I prefer strong coffee over just regular coffee. I do enjoy the taste of coffee, so every now and then if I want, I'll just drink it black, but and then the way I do it is I hit it one more time. So it's like a double shot espresso, and then it's like a kind of reduced strength double. So basically, it's going to be a really strong cup of coffee, but not just straight espresso. Now, my wife, on the other hand, she likes to hit espresso. She'll put a new one on, and then she'll hit espresso again. She hates it when I hit it twice because she doesn't want hers watered down. Okay. And then we have used this milk frother, but honestly, it's such a pain in the butt to clean. It's cool. It makes froth and all that, but it's one of those like gimmicks where you'll use it a few times. You'll think it's really cool. And then you'll be like, why am I cleaning this every time? It's not really worth the fun just to have some foam in it. So I could, put the foam in there, make the little heart and all that stuff, but that's not necessary. So this might weird you guys out, but instead of sugar, I'm going to use organic maple syrup just for a little bit of sweetness. And it depends too, like how sweet you want your coffee. So some people, everyone's different. Some people don't like sweetness at all. I'm different every day. Some days I don't want any sugar in there whatsoever because I'm, say, eating something sweet like I don't know, waffles and syrup and butter. But then other days I want my coffee a little sweeter because I'm, eating like breakfast, like eggs and bacon. So you want the salt and sugar to off balance. So I always put the sweetener in first, and then you can use any type of half and half. It doesn't have to be organic half and half. We flip from like Land O'Lakes or sometimes even like off brands, but we're close to Wisconsin, so Wisconsin has like Prairie and stuff. That like Woodman's is, I believe, a Wisconsin-owned company. So is Mariano's here locally. So we kind of get spoiled here in Illinois. There's a lot of available dairy because Wisconsin's literally over the border. So I'm not going to put any birthday cake stuff in there because I don't have a taste for it. And then this extra creamy whipped topping. This is like a keto one. I thought it was straight, whipped cream, but it's not. It's got some like weird stuff in it. What's the ingredient? Yeah, that carrageenan. That's not good for you. So carrageenan, or if that's how I'm saying it, that's what a lot of people like. That might be outlawed in California, but anyways, I don't really like the taste of whipped cream, but it's just, again, more for show for the camera. So we're going to take a sip, but doesn't it look delicious? Oh man, that's so good. And what is it, Saturday night at 9:15, I'm having a cup of coffee, but I'm the type, I could have a cup of coffee and still go to sleep. So if you're watching this and you need to avoid caffeine, for me it doesn't really keep me up all night. I mean, it could if I wanted to, but I can still go to sleep. So anyways, guys, just want to give a review on how I make my coffee. It's a little different. I'm mixing all the major brands. This is a local brand too. He's like moving shop, but we were really hooked on this, and we were putting cardamom seeds in our coffee. That's how the Turkish people make it. Absolutely delicious. Definitely adds a different flavor. But if you like dark, you can get all these things around your house. But I highly recommend this. Mix them all together. Make sure you grind it to a powder. Get the Mr. Coffee Cafe Barista. You don't have to spend $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 of dollars. I mean, there's Apt Electronics Buys. They sell like $3,000 machines. It's totally unnecessary. We're not running a restaurant here. We're just dealing with regular life. But I will say the Mr. Coffee Cafe Barista is a tank. I liked it so much, I bought another one. And I haven't had to use the second one. So I still have a sealed one just in case this guy goes down. Because again, if you like coffee, it really sucks if your coffee machine goes down and then you have to run to Starbucks or Dunkin', wherever you're buying your coffee locally, and wait in line like everybody else when you just want to have your coffee and go on with the rest of your day. But I really like these products, and the only reason I'm giving them a thumbs up is because I've owned both of these items for over 8 years, and it's amazing. Like I said, I think I paid like $100 for this. This might go for like $200 today. I want to say I paid $9.99 for this. Again, that was 8 years ago, so that's probably $20. And these things are very easy to clean, and I might as well show you how we do that. So the little plastic brush that comes with it is how I clean it out. And I always complain when my wife uses the metal objects to clean it out, but I like to basically take the tip, the plastic part, and then just do that and throw it in the garbage. So I'll show you that. I'm gonna have to hold the phone like this. Oh yeah, that'll work. Gotta be an octopus to make YouTube videos. So I just take this and scrape it all out, and then I take the brush, and then I'll like rinse it off in the sink. So you don't have to like run it through distilled water or anything like that. And it's okay if it's like dirty, as long as you rinse it out. But try not to leave the coffee grounds in there, because that just, I mean, you could leave a dry one like that. I probably should make that, but don't leave like the wet ones. It won't break the machine. It'll just make your significant other ticked off because they got to clean it up before they make a cup of coffee. So I don't know if you guys done that too at home, where you make coffee and let's say your schedule is different than your wife's or your husband's, you know, or whatever you want to call it, and your boyfriend, girlfriend, and it's total party foul if you leave, you know, the coffee dirty with the filter all covered with old coffee, or if you're doing espresso style, you leave your old espresso in there, and just, you know, selfishly just drink your coffee, walk away, and leave a dirty coffee thing. The other pet peeve of mine is, especially when our kids were home, I don't know if you guys who own Zero Water, my kids would never fill this up. So when I was thirsty, there's like no water, or I'm thirsty and I want to use my coffee maker and there's no water. So now I have to pour the water into here, do something else for 5 minutes while I'm really annoyed because I want my coffee and I want some water, but now I have to wait for this to filter. But we use these like old lemonade jugs to, again, it's not that far. You just go to the sink, right? And, you know, how hard is it to go to the sink? You can leave the sink on, fill this up, and then that's how you fill it up, right? You don't need to bring this entire thing over to the sink to fill it up. So, wow, that took me 2 seconds, but my kids can't do that, and they're all adults. I don't know what's up with this generation. You know, the classic, they'll eat the last granola bar or the last ice cream bar and leave the empty box in the fridge or the freezer or the cupboard. So I don't understand that at all. That's not how I was raised, but that's this new generation. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching my video. So hopefully this helps you out. Maybe you can try something a little bit different. And again, I like it all. I've tried the light, I've tried the medium, I've tried Ethiopian. You name it, I've tried it and I've bought it. But for the strength of coffee and the actual taste that we enjoy at home, and again, it's very important that both my wife and I like the same type of coffee, we go dark. And then we spruce it up. And then some people hate the taste of maple syrup in the coffee, but it's maple all day, every day. Like I said, unless I have those brown sugar packets. But okay, after you grind it, jumping all over the place here in this video, but you just do that. And then that just keeps your coffee fresh. And then you don't really have to clean this because you're not putting anything bad in it. You can put that away, you know, up in the cupboard. But like this is always on standby. Like this is here and here. Like we don't put this away because we use it every day, sometimes once or twice a day. So that's what my coffee routine is. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this cup of coffee. This is not bad. I don't like non-dairy creamers, but this one actually tastes really good. So I would probably buy that again. But sometimes when you buy these, if you look at the ingredients, there's like oils and stuff. Some of them have like really, really nasty artificial taste, which again is okay, like whatever you're into. But I've done all that. Coffee Mate, even the Starbucks makes like different creamers. I like to just go Zero Water, excellent coffee. All name brands are good that are here on the counter. Tried other ones too. I do this as my machine, and then don't always put, you know, heavy cream, but the half and half, as long as it's half and half, it doesn't have to be organic. It just has to be good, and it doesn't have to be spoiled, you know. Don't put spoiled milk in your thing. And sometimes I'll run out of half and half, and I'll do milk, right? I don't know if you guys done this, where, okay, so we do shop at Costco, and you can get a giant, I don't even know what this is, 2.5 gallon. I have no idea. I know it's big. That's $2.29 at Costco. So sometimes there's days where it's like, you know, this is $4.99, right, at Whole Foods. So sometimes it's like, well, we run out of this, or we run, you know, sometimes we'll buy the double, and I'll just be throwing milk in my coffee. I'm not picky. Sometimes you run out of supplies, but it's an ongoing process. But these are all the staples that we use. I appreciate you guys watching my video, and let me know in the comments how you make your coffee. And if you have any ideas, I'd love to try that myself, or if there's any brands that you want me to try, or if there's any different types of ingredients. The choices are endless. So enjoy the rest of your day. And again, make sure if you use filtered water that you actually put water in it. I'll leave it at that. This is my pet peeve. Talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.